So good afternoon, all, and good afternoon to everyone. Pranav, Niveda, and so what we are going to see, and I'll tell you a brief about what is this about. We are going to start a lot of programs in Minds of Aspirant, especially answer writing program. Many of the students had asked me for how do you approach this answer writing is what everyone asked, and it is going to be there for GS also, so that is acumen, and it is going to be there for anthropology optional, which I'm going to personally take, which is that TOUMAI program, and GS for answer writing, essay answer writing will also be there. So all these programs are so all these programs we have, as you might be very well aware, we are a small team, so we are approaching it in a linear fashion. So slowly every program will be rolled out, and it will be catered to the way the students want them to be. So what I thought was, so many of the students had asked me many of the doubts: how is it going to be, or what is that is this program is about, or what is this answer writing? Are you just going to tell the points, or is there more to this program? And I want to clarify one thing, is that this is not going to be like I'm going to tell you these are the points, you note down these points, this point is important, that point is important. All these will be there. Okay, this examination needs all these points, but this examination also needs the fact that you have to cultivate. See, you have to in a way write, and answer writing, answer building is a skill. Okay, it is not only about the science of the points, it is also about how do you imbibe that habit of answer writing. That is what this program will be. How do you propose to do that? I'll give you a sample of all these things. That is why I thought, how do you do? Again, that problem will come. How do you do? How do you do? How do you do? That is why we are going to have this campaign for 20 days. So it is going to be a campaign where I will come and solve one question of acumen, that is GS paper answer writing. I'll solve one question, and I'll solve one question on anthropology as well, because many had asked the same doubts as to how do you, or how are you going to have this program. So I thought we'll have it for everyone, so everyone can come and ask their doubts, so that we can make an assessment of how this is going to be approached as well. So we'll go to the first thing. So it is going to be a 20-day campaign, so you can write the answers. Some of them have also asked this doubt of whether it is going to be a so everyone can write or not. Everyone can write. So that is the purpose of having this campaign of 20 days. And I will also tell you how do you approach this answers. That is the point. How do you approach an answer writing? How do you build an answer writing is what I'm going to speak about in this program. So you can look at the doubt, or you can ask your doubts as well. I'll try to clarify them as well. So we'll go to the first question. So I think I've made this abundantly clear. Everyone can write. See, everyone can write. That is the purpose of this campaign itself. And see, this is why we are having this campaign run. Or just a minute. We are going to start, as I said, answer writing for anthropology acumen, which is GS paper 4, and there is going to be an anthropology batch as well, and GS paper 4 essay answer writing, and there will be a mentorship program by Mr. Srivatsan also. So in order for you to understand what are we going to do, what are we going to do differently, that is what we are going to see today, and you will understand what we are going to do differently. So this is the first question. We'll directly go to the question without any delay. Discuss this mechanism of social control in different kinds of political system. And I know for a fact that it is a 4-page question. And in this 4-page question, I know for a fact that there are different political systems. There are different political systems in anthropology that we learn in political anthropology chapter. Everyone should know that it's called as banded, tribe, chiefdom, and state. These are the 4 political organizations that we know in anthropology. Okay, and there are 4 papers. So how do you put 150 words, or how do you manage this 250 words? Look at the question. I know 4 parts are there. This is the 4 parts. In this, how social control is done, I have to write it. So I will automatically in my mind first itself split it. So each one page. Each one page, one definition is there. So see, you can ask me one definition if you write page is going. That is what on the spot. You are a field officer. You are not the IAS officers or field officers. In the examination, this is just a mind calculation. So while cooking, this is like answer writing is like cooking. You can ask me 2 teaspoons of salt. So how do you put that? You cannot measure 1 salt, 2 teaspoons salt. No, you have to know, assess. Okay, assessing the time period which is present, assessing the structure which you have to write. For example, we'll go to this structure and look at this. Yesterday, I think Kirtana's, I corrected everyone's paper. Kirtana, for example, see, discuss the mechanism of social control in different kinds of political system. First itself, social control. Now what? What is social control? This is what they are asking. See, they are not asking what is in terms of answer writing. That is the point. That is the beauty of answer writing, is that looking at the answer and understanding what the question demands. Case study, you can write you can write the case study. So we'll look at the answer. We'll look at how do you write an anthropology answer. Anthropology answer, people have a lot of confusion, and we'll look at that. So when you're talking about social control, it is described. So it is described as a set of rules, a set of, see, that is the word, that is what is social control, a set of rules and norms that a society defines. Social control, society defines for regulation of individual. That is the point. Regulate. See, what is this in sociology? Also, this point is there. Social control is how do I control you through rules and norms, and you can talk about customs also. Customs, rules, traditions, all these, how do I use in order for molding you or regulating you? That is what is called as social control. First point is not this is what I want. And when you are writing social control, and so for example, this is a 2022 question that we are discussing. Okay? So when you're talking about this, next point, innovate. So in how many political systems are there? So next you have to tell me this. You have told me or told the examiner that this is what is the social control. Then you have to talk about how many types of political systems are there. For this, you have to understand writing an answer is you have to borrow so many things from different parts of the syllabus. You should not think about, okay, this is only about what is that political anthropology. No, you can actually bring in thinkers. For example, I will bring, see, you can bring your own thinker. I will bring, for example, Taylor, Morgan, Fraser, who are called as evolutionary thinkers. They said that evolutionary thinkers, they said that I will use this. They said that there is an evolution of political system from band, tribe, chiefdom, state. Am I correct? But I will go one step ahead. Okay, one step ahead. I will say a band is from 2 lakh years to 10,000 BC. This is tribe is around 10,000 BC. Chiefdom is around 4,000 BC. This is after 500 BC. One example I will give you. One example. This is Paleolithic. This is Neolithic. This is Chalcolithic or Mesopotamia. This is India, China. See, like in fruit shop. See, answer writing, you should not think there are so many states. See, can I write all the states? Answer writing is like fruit shop sample, you know. See, you should give the examiner the taste of the answer. And the taste is not good. See, full thing you give it in the start itself. What are you going to write in the 4 pages? This is a diagram. So one diagram, look at this. See, in the paper, it can be done easily. I am in the board, I am having a little bit of difficult aligning it into the board. But like this, one diagram. So what is the usage of diagram? People keep asking. You think about it. You can have this, right? One diagram like this. So look at this. You have talked about Taylor, Morgan, Fraser. You have talked about evolutionary thinkers. You have talked about Paleolithic, Neolithic, Chalcolithic, which is unconcerned with this question. But Anna, you have talked about this. So first, see, look at this social control political system, and there will be a little space. Okay, there will be a little space. How do you? That is the point. 150 words, 250 words. How na skill da? You, when you are writing, you should know. See, I have to write. For example, 4 parts are there. Band, I have to write chiefdom, sorry, tribe, I have to write chiefdom, I have to write. I have to also talk about state. I cannot leave out anything. And hence, there will be, as I said, there will be a little space here where I will start with this band system. So social, see, and one more thing, yesterday I found out that, see, when you're writing, there should be clear demarcation. I should know that this person is, for example, this is a definition that person is talking about. This is a political system map they are giving. This is next to bond now. Sorry, band now. See, there is a cross-cultural diffusion, right? From GS to anthropology. So there we are talking about bond. Here we are going to talk about band. Okay. So if you think about it, social control now in band. And many have made this mistake also yesterday. See, when you are talking about something, question what it demands. You are not supposed to write what you know. What is the question asking is how in a band system you will have social control. That you should know first. But directly you cannot start. You can actually talk about band system now. What is a band system? Band system is a political organization which is actually concerned with foragers. Okay, foragers are nomadic people. Okay, nomadic people where the population is less than 100. Okay, less than 100 with low density, and they are egalitarian. Okay, or small. Okay, or that is the point. Band. See. Question is, how do you socially control people in a band? Question is not social band. Okay, but Anna, I cannot just go out and write because this is necessary. In this one diagram, I will draw one small diagram. In this small diagram, I will draw, for example, or example, I will say. I will say Bushman. I will say in India, Ong, Jarawa, Sentinels are there. And there is also Inuit. So in the northern Inuit, see, anthropology, Ember and Ember. Reading Ember and Ember, you can have your notes, okay? But now anthropology, you have to read Ember and Ember. Okay? Remember this. So reading, you will find all these examples there. So once I have done this, now I have to talk about how the social control is happening. The social control, for example, one example I will tell you. See, many things you can write. One example, how the socially they control in a band is that shaman. What is this? See, this is a religion chapter. Shaman is religion chapter. But why are you bringing it in political anthropology? That is the point. Shaman is the person who goes into this trance and results in, for example, something called as ordeal. Okay, a medical person. Okay? Not only a medical person, religious person also. Shaman is also a religious person also. He goes into this, or she goes into this trance, and where you will have ordeal. Ordeal means, which is there in Ember and Member, that is, you will be forced to do, or you will be forced to undergo an ordeal. Something which should prove that you are innocent. So this is what is the social control. Remember this. How social control is happening, you should write. They are not asking what is the features of band. And I have also not talked about band in a very elaborate fashion. I have given what is band, and I have 3 lines, 3 lines, 1 diagram, core over. Now I have to come and I have to say how the social control is done. For example, this is there. And you can also talk about something called as avoidance. Avoidance, where I can say that people, instead of conflict, they move away. How they socially control means they actually move away. They don't have conflict at all. If there is a conflict with that band, they will move to other things. And you can also talk about something called as egalitarianism. So what is this egalitarianism means? All the people, like, see, last question we discussed about Panchayat Raj. Panchayat Raj is nothing but a band system. Band system is an egalitarian system where the decision making is by consensus. Okay, decision making by consensus, where you will have a social control over the person. So Panchayat Raj is an example. That is the point. And fourth, you can also talk about, see, that is the point. My concentration, 4 pages. I am using all the 4 pages. 4 parts I have to cover. In that facets, like the GS question which I wrote, I am writing the facets. Look at this. Writing 1 full page is not going to help. How do you put the things that you read into the context of the question is what is answer writing. And when you are talking about, and I what is religion, that is how you have to think about. Anthropology is you and people, this is what the mistake happens. People think this is a this is a tough year, this is a tough option. No, in civil services, no option. Civil services, they don't have rules saying that this option should be a scoring option. They don't have a rule. What we have done is that we actually mug up the points. We go and we write the mugged up points, and we think that we have to get marks. No, that is not going to happen. If they are going to evolve, that is the point. We are a subject where we talk about evolution. So when UPSC is evolved, we ourselves have to evolve. That is what is called as survival of the fittest. So if we are not adapting to the variations which have happened in UPSC, they are not going to give marks. And when you are just writing only the points that we have marked up, no. Understand the context. What is this shaman? What is this RD? You in your own words. You don't have to write complicated examples, complicated things. No, in your own words, what is ordeal, you will know. What is a shaman, you will know. And what is egalitarianism is a consensus, simple 3 words. Egalitarianism, decision making, consensus based social control. Finished. And one example I will take from economy. What I will take now, generalized reciprocity. What is this generalized reciprocity? You will know. Generalized reciprocity is something which happens where. So the point is that the generalized reciprocity is something which happens where, for example, there will be a bushman where there will be a division of food. Okay, division of food between family, kinship, and guest. Okay? So family, kinship, guest, when you are dividing, that means you are bound by social control of kinship. So you are, how do I control you? I will control you through kinship. So see, this is how you control one. One is over, band is over. Next you will talk about tribe. So you have to talk about how do you control, and you can give what is the tribe. First you have to talk about tribe. Okay. Tribe social control. Very clearly I should know that this is the next. See, when I am writing an answer, the next part I should know for a fact that I have moved on to the next part. So this is a tribe, and the definition you will know: lineage based or clan based, territorial organization of a large group of people is called as tribe. Okay, a large group of, and example, please, you can write the example. Okay, one example I will give, and this is the feature. The example, yesterday's paper also, try to draw. Okay, see, I am actually not writing the example. I am drawing the example. See, Inuit, I am the example. Geography based na TIV. So if in so you can have Africa, you can talk about TIV, which is Nigeria, and newer tribe. Okay, these are all tribes. Okay, in other places also, Inuit also is a tribe. You can write the other tribes also. So when I have finished this, it is a definition over. So how do I socially control you in a tribe? That is what is the answer. For example, from Ember and Ember, I have taken this point where you will talk about newer tribes. Sure, newer tribe consensus. There is a consensus. In newer tribe, you look at that point. In newer tribe, something called as negotiation is there. Leopard skin chief. In negotiation, leopard skin chief is there. Newer tribe is a segmentary tribe. See, that is the point. Segmentary law features. The tribe is a segmentary aspect, and you will have different minimal, maximal, and that segment is different. But Anna, there is a dispute between two segments. There comes a leopard skin chief who may be or may not be hereditary. Okay, this is what you should concentrate on this, and you can talk about next point. You can talk about, for example, community action. So in a tribe, there is something called as community action. And when you are talking about newer tribe, Evans Pritchard. I shared one quote by Evans Pritchard also in the group few days ago. Evans Pritchard was the person or the anthropologist who studied newer tribe. Hence, see, this is how you post the answer. The answer should be loaded, okay? But loaded with things which are necessary, not with the things which you have studied. So Evans Pritchard, newer tribe, they have this negotiation where you will have this leopard skin chief negotiating between two lineages for conflict resolution. That is how you will control the society. Next, you will have community action. Example is Inuit. Where I have taken this example means Ember and Ember. In Inuit, Inuit tribe, if the person is actually acting out, the example they have given, so Frank Boas, you know Frank Boas. So Frank Boas was the person you will study in historical particularism. But Anna, Frank Boas was the person who actually studied Inuit tribe first. Sure. That is why you will have Frank Boas's word in Ember and Ember, it is there. So when you are thinking about this is a political anthropology question, but you look at the thinkers. I have taken Taylor's name, Morgan's name, I have taken Evans Pritchard's name, I have taken Frank Boas' name, I will take Malinowski's name also. The answer I will take. That is how you should build an answer. For example, community action is there. Frank Boas says there will be, for example, you will be expelled, or your properties will be confiscated, or you can even be killed. Capital punishment will be there. Anyone who, see, this is the point, anyone who is not following the rules of the society, how do I make that person follow the rules of the society? And that is what is called as social control. So how can it be done in a tribe? I will use the things which are there, or the tools which are there for controlling, and that is how you have to write an answer. And you can talk about many other points also. You can talk about other things also. Other things you can say that segmentary. Segmentary feature. That is the segments, see, Niv tribe. So you will have a different, see, I cannot take full class. Segment will be there, and each lineage will actually be militarily, socially, economically autonomous. The segment, if you look at it, first question we discussed Panchayat Raj. The segment is actually a reflection of Panchayat Raj. You can relate what is there present with the world, and then you will see, after this you have to come to chiefdom. Chiefdom, social control. When you talk about chiefdom, social control, again, please, you can so chiefdom, see, what is chiefdom? Is it's a higher political organization where you will have a chief, and the population is dense. You can give examples of so many, not so many means. So you give an example of what is that? Trobriand. See, draw Trobriand Island, Mesopotamia. So in this how they actually have an understanding of social control is, for example, there will be what is called as eye for an eye. That is why Gandhiji would come and say eye for an eye will make the world blind. Is that what he was meaning? Is that these are all rules, or revenge is a rule, revenge, retribution, where the rules of the chiefdoms. This is example which is given in Mesopotamia. These are all chiefs where you will have revenge. So if the Hammurabi code is there, so in Mesopotamia, so here that is retribution. So this Kirtana had addressed this point, but I am using kings. And you can also talk about redistribution. Redistribution means, in terms of redistribution, there is something called as part. Then what I'm doing in this potluck is a phenomena or Canada, USA have phenomena where they will have recording. So he wants to maintain that hierarchy. When you are maintaining that hierarchy, you can redistribute. That is the point. And you can socially control. Social control will be there. See, this is the answer. Social control, how it is done in each political organization. You can talk about religion as well. So in band system, you will have what is called as in band system, you will have a shaman. Here you will have someone called as a priest. And the words of the priest are the words of the king or the words of the god. And you will actually follow what is called as the rule of the kings. So this is how you will do it in what is called as in chiefdom. Next is state. State is very is easy and very simple. State what you are. So what you are is state. You will have what is called as written constitution. You will have what is called as IPC. You will have what is called as judiciary. You will have what is called as authority who are elected. You will also have what is called as the societal or social control by society. You will also have what is called as caste system. This point Keertana had written, very nice point. Caste system will be there. You will also have what is called as just a minute. Caste system you can write. You can also, what I say is that you can also say case study. Someone asked like case study. Case study India. Finally, you write one case study India, where how this social control was done. You can talk about something called as karma system, which is in paper 2. Your case study India. So 4 pages, if you look at it, how do you derive answer? See, in this diagram is there, in this points are there, in this example is there, in this case study is there, in this economy is there, in this religion is there, in this thinkers are there, in this table is there, in this points are there. Answer should be looking like what you know, multiple borrowed diffusion answer only you should write in anthropology or in civil services especially. And if you ask me, is it possible to write all these things just by sitting inside the hall? No, inside the hall this cannot be done. That is why first you should go to the class. You will understand the features of the class. You should understand what is this band system, tribe system, chiefdom, political system, state, everything you should understand. Then you should make an understanding of yourself by reading Ember and Ember. Then you should make an assessment of whether you have read it or not. Then you should take this question, which is called as the question of previous year. See, previous year question, I will say 100,000%. You write whichever answer test series, but previous year question you write, you will clear this examination. I can assure you 1,000%. If you are a person who is studying the standard books, previous year question, you will clear this examination without anything. Without anything, you will clear. I can give you in writing. The other test chumma. So answer writing should be done with the help of this, and that is what this program will also be about. And I hope we have made sure that I gave a complete picture of how do you write this answer. So was it understandable? Is it okay? Ember and Ember. See, that is the point. Ember and Ember. Ember and Ember. Ember and Ember only I said. The book that I suppose is Ember and Ember. So we'll close the class for today. So thank you for joining actually. So again I repeat it because I have to repeat it because this will be uploaded in this Telegram and this YouTube also. This is a campaign which will be run for 20 days. So for all the programs that we are going to do, there will be an anthropology batch, there will be an anthropology answer writing, there will be an GS answer writing, there will be an essay answer writing, everything will be there. But the point is that, see, 20 days campaign, I am going to give it to you. So I'm going to give the question correct, everything. So if you don't attend the class, I will not have the motivation for coming and teaching like this, So when you write answers, I will be motivated to give more points. Yesterday, some Okay. Yesterday, for example, many in terms of how do you write this answer is that, see, when you are writing, when you are approaching, this is how, whether this is how answer should be. If you ask and you come and give me the answer, I can give you my view and my answers, and I can come forward with more points. Otherwise, if you don't come now, I will also not have the motivation. In civil services, the most important part is motivation. So you have to motivate yourself and I have to motivate myself, and there should be a diffusion. That is what is answer writing, right? There should be a diffusion between you and I, and so that is how we are going to approach this. So that is how we are going to approach. I hope this video was useful, and you can watch it in YouTube also. You can ask your doubts in group also. Praveen, meet panla. See, the point is that we are, and one more, yes, okay, one, I'll tell this also. One more thing is that we are going to have an office very soon, okay, very soon, and all these programs I will try to bring it to the offline mode also. Now it will be online, but I am trying very hard to find a place at Annanagar and to make it offline so that I can give more inputs. I can give more inputs so that we can, Praveen, as Praveen was asking, so we can meet also. But meeting should be about this answer writing. Okay, meeting should be about answer writing. How do you clear this examination? For that, I am trying a lot. I hope it will come very true in this month. Okay, or this month or some very soon it will come, and we will shift all these things to what is called as the offline mode, where I will come directly and I can give you more inputs. Okay, so I can give you more inputs, and I can also give you better understanding of answer writing. Okay, I can also give you better understanding of answer writing. There will also be more what. See, answer writing, you cannot do it just like that. See, other people keep mistaking the fact that answer writing now they think that we should write all these test papers. All these test papers are very important. Answer writing cannot be done that way. Very, and அதை நான் வந்து இந்த ரஜினிகாந்த் சொல்ற மாதிரி அனுபவிச்சு சொல்றேன். It cannot be done that way. It has to be done through small things, small workshops, small questions like this. Spending a day for a question is not a bad thing. Do not think only one question I did today, only one question you do today, tomorrow that is going to help you in your examination. That is the purpose of this whole program. Dumping everything on you, dumping 20 questions, 30 questions, 60 test. Not 60 test in satyama therla. If you see prelims, this applies to prelims also. Writing 60 tests in prelims is not going to clear this examination. Writing 60, 70, 80 tests, what are you going to achieve? What you should concentrate is whether you have completed the portion and whether you have applied that to the question. So social control, one topic in political anthropology. If you look at it, social, there will be, for example, what are the different types of political organization: authority, power, legitimacy, social control, justice in simple society. 5-6 topics now. All the topics will be connected to the answer that we discussed today. One chapter over, one day, one chapter connection, so many connections. Thinker, Taylor will be over, Malinowski, Frank Boas, abdi. You should complete everything in a comprehensive way. You will make mistake. You can ask me, I am not able to do today, I am able to do tomorrow, I am not able to do, I am not able to finish the portions, I am struggling with this. Life. See, you should understand that. So one question was, how do I remember polity or articles easily? You cannot do that. Is there anything in life which is very easy? Nothing is easy. Nothing comes to you easy. But practice, everyday practice. Do one thing correctly. One day, one thing correctly, you will clear this examination. Becoming a consistent person, you will clear this examination. Thank you for joining. I think so I will go. See, this was supposed to be about 15 minutes. 1 hour, 45 minutes left. Okay, so I think this will be enough. So we'll we'll move forward, and we'll see how do you approach the next few things, and also how much ever possible, as much as available, I will come and explain you. If I am not available now, next day I will explain you. Okay? But you keep writing. Okay? You keep writing. Please do keep writing, or please do put the question or the topics that you have learned into the UPSC question. Please, please, please. Okay? I cannot say it more openly. I cannot say it more openly. Institute question, institute things, keep it. Okay? UPSC question, do it. Your institute question, you want, you pay, you have it, you do whatever you want. UPSC question, that you do it. Okay? If you do it, definitely you will be an officer, and very soon I'll look at you as an officer. So Praveen, also when you come meet us, you come as we'll meet as an officer. Okay? Thank you all for joining. All the best. Okay? Thank you all. Thank you.